What's going on, guys? Today we are going to create a complete sign up, login and resetting password system using email address in csap.net using Visual Studio 2022 and SQL Server 2019. Before getting started, I am considering that you have installed all the required latest version of Visual Studio and SQL Server on your system. But no worries, if you are a beginner, I already created prerequisite video to get started for any CSAP project. The link of those videos are in description section. Have a look at those videos, and after installing all those required application, let's get started. This is going to be a pretty long tutorial video, so please bear with me. So let's get started. Open up Visual Studio 2022 and then go to create new project, and from here search Windows Form application and select the CSAP. Click next and give the project name, login, sign up, reset password, and then click next and select the framework .NET LTE. Click next. Now expand this form a little bit. We are going to design a sign up and login form here. So from the control, if you don't see the toolbox, go to view and then click that toolbox option. It will display here, and drag and drop some control from here over the form to button obviously, and couple of labels also, and couple of text box also. Now erase those text box and label. In one checkbox to hide the password. And drag this button a little bit down here, and one link label also. There you go. Now change the text. Here goes username, and here goes password, sorry, email, and finally here goes password. And in fact select all these labels and go to font, and you can change the font to like 14. Okay, now arrange those button. Now change this name to show password, and give the button name. Here goes sign up, and here goes login, and here goes forgot password. What is this text? Here you go. There you go. Now you can also change the background color and give the font this form name also. Here goes login system, and go to back color, and from here you can provide the back color of this form, whichever you like. You can go to web custom also, but I like the system active caption, and you can also change the background color of this button also. So here goes sign up, this color, and login I'm going to use the green one, and again you can change the color of the text. I'm going to use the white one, and here white one. There you go. And now this is our designing of the login form. Now we also need a couple of form also. So if you don't see this solution explorer, simply go to view and then click that solution explorer button here. Option, sorry, not a button. Here you go. The basic workflow of this system is when the user run this application, they are going to see this login system, and when the user click this forget password, then we are going to display a new form. So for that, go to solution explorer, right click and click on add, and then click on windows form, and here goes send OTP. And here you can also change the back color also. I'm going to use this one. Now here we're going to drag and drop some labels also here, labels, and one text box. What is the text box? Come on. And one button also here. Now here what we are going to display is please enter the email address to reset your password. Select all and go to font, and let's increase the font to 14. Let's change this color to red. Okay, and here goes email. Maybe email address is pretty long, so we can use that. And this is send. I can drag and drop one label, sorry, button, and change this to 14. You can also change the font also, by the way. And here go to home, and when the user enter the email address and click that send button, we are going to display a new form in which we are going to verify the OTP that we have sent to that email. So for that, go to solution explorer again, right click, add, and new form, and here we are going to write verify OTP. And here also we need to drag and drop some text box, button, and label. What is the button? Select all, go to font and font to 14. Verify OTP or enter OTP, sorry, enter OTP, and here goes verify. Now when the user enter the OTP and click verify, we are going to check if the OTP is matched with the OTP that we have sent in their email. If that is matched, then we are going to display a new form where the user can reset their password. So right click, add form, and here goes new password or reset password. And here we also need a couple of label, button, and then text box. Select all, go there, and here new password. Update. By the way, I'm not going to change the color and the text color of this button and the background of this button. I already show you how you can do that in the first form. So save that, and we are going to change the variable name of all the text box. So select that text box and go to the name property, and here we are going to change this to txt pass, so that it will be easier for us to distinguish and choose which control we are accessing. And go to solution explorer and verify OTP. Here also txt OTP, txt OTP, and go to send OTP. We already done that, right? Here goes txt email, txt email. Now you can also give the name of this button like tx btn send, btn send, and btn home, btn home. For a moment, I am going to unpin this. Here username txt user. Here goes txt email. Here goes txt pass, and here goes btn login. Here goes btn sign up. And anything else? Reset password. We have already done that, aren't we? Let me check txt password. We have done that. Button btn update, and send OTP btn send. We have done that also. Verify. Haven't we done? Haven't we changed the name? I have done that. Verify btn. Verify. Okay. Now we completed the designing part of our project. And when the user click this forgot password labels, what we are going to display is we are going to display the reset password form. So for that, double click, and here goes reset password alias is equal to new reset password, and we are going to this dot hide and rs dot show. All right. Now we completed our designing part. Now let's open up SQL Server and design our database over there. SQL Server Management Studio and SQL Server. We are going to open up SQL Server Management Studio to access our SQL Server. This is your SQL Server name. Click Connect and right click over Database, New Database. I am using SQL Server 2019, and here goes login. Sorry, sign up. Login Audacity. Click OK. Now expand that database directory and right click over the database that we have recently created and expand that also, and go to table, right click new table, and here goes username bearcare 50, that will be enough. Username, email bearcare 50, password. For password we are going to encrypt our password. For password we are going to hash our password, so that I'm going to use bearcare max. Simply Ctrl plus S and give the table name sign up login reset. Okay. Now go back to Visual Studio and go to view, and then go to server explorer and right click over data connection, add connection, and you can also change the connection from your SQL server, and then choose the SQL server, Microsoft SQL server data provider. Click OK and click that refresh button. After some time, you should be able to see your server name. If you see nothing here, go back to your SQL server and go to simply log out here first. Disconnect, connect, and then this is your server name. So simply copy your server name, go back and simply paste here and click trust server certificate and drop down. There you can see your recently created database. Or after doing this also, you if you are not able to see your database name, I already created on video on how to resolve this issue. I will put that video link in the description section also, and click OK and simply go to property, select that connection, and then go to property, and we need that connection string. Copy that. Now first of all, we are going to create a sign up. First of all, we are going to write the code for sign up, but before that, go to tools, NuGet package manager, and from here browse, search microsoft microsoft dot data dot sql client, and you have to install that. Install, apply, I accept, finish. We need Microsoft data.sql client classes in order to connect or communicate with the database, SQL server database. Now double click that sign up button. That will create the log clicking event of that button. Simply I'm going to do this. Now here at the top of your namespace, what we are going to do is we are going to import that Microsoft.data.sql client package, and here we are going to store the username, email, and password in some variables. So string user, yes, user username is equal to txt user dot text. String email is equal to txt email dot text. String password is equal to txt pass dot text. But storing the plain password is catastrophic for any system. So in order to twist that password, or in order to hide the password, we are going to use one class, and we are going to create one function or a separate class that will convert our plain password to the hash password. So for that, go to Solution Explorer, right click and add and new item. Here we are going to use security helper.cs, and in that class we are going to hash our password. So first of all, we need to import some package using system.security.cryptography, and inside this class we are going to create a method, public static method, so that we don't need to create an instance of this class. static statics string has password, and we are going to take the argument here, password argument, and inside this method we are going to write some logic. But before that, we are going to check if that text box is, or the password that we have passed is empty or not. So is null or string dot is null or white space password here should be password, If that is the case, then we're going to throw exception. Throw new argument exception and saying that password cannot be empty. If that is not the case, what we are going to do is we are going to use a byte data type. Byte is equal to SH256 encryption or hashing algorithm 25. What is happening here? 256 dot. Here we are going to use the static method of this hash 256. So hash data, and we need to encode encoding encoding dot utf8 dot get bytes. Because this SH256 works on the byte data, so we have to convert that to byte, our password to byte. Now after doing this, we are going to need one string builder. Builder is equal to new, and for each we are going to use a for each loop here, and for all bytes be in bytes, we are going to convert that and append our builder with the dot ap append our builder or string builder of every byte to string, and we are going to use the hex format x2 here. And after doing so, we are going to return the builder dot to string. We are going to return our hash password here. Now what is the issue here? There you go. Now save that. Now in order to use this class in our another form, here what we are going to do is simply call that function. So string password is equal to here security helper dot hash password, and here goes our txt pass dot text, like this. Now you can also check if all those text boxes are empty or not. So for that, if string dot is null or white space, and here goes username, or string dot is null or white space, here goes email. Because if you do not use this validation, empty field will be inserted in our database, and that is not good practice. Or string dot white space, here goes password. We already checked the password in our class also, but here you can also check. And let's arrange this, and here if that is the case, we can display the message message box dot show please fill up all the fields. And if that is not the case, we can continue our code. Now again, we can use one more validation. We cannot use the same email address for all the accounts, so we can also check whether the email address is already registered or not. So for that, we can also use another class. Here we are using separate class for hashing our password and also for checking the email address is already registered or not. You can also create one function here or method here in this form, but we are going to need those function on other form also, so it is better to create a separate class and call that class in all those form that require those functionality. That makes your project modular and also clean and avoid repetition. So right click, add new item. Here goes email JSTRED, email already registered .cs. Now here inside this class we are going to check if the email is already registered or not. So for that, public static class, the core idea of static class is you don't need to create an instance of this class in order to execute this class, because static methods or class are executed when your program start running or loading. Email REDY and inside this class we're going to create a public static bool method which will return either true or false. Email register re register, and we're going to pass obviously a parameter here. Inside this method, we are going to access our database. So in order to access that database, we need to connect this application with the database. So for that also, we are going to create a separate class, because we need that database connection in couple of forms like login and sign up, and then updating the reset password. So for that, we are also going to add one separate class which will make our project modular and clean. So here, database connection. Here you can also make this class public static class database UNNECTION connection, and inside this class we are going to create one variable private static static read only string, and then connection string is equal to the connection string is select your recently added data connection, right click properties, and simply copy the connection string and simply paste here. And here create one method, a static method SQL connection, and before that we need to import our using microsoft.data.sql client, and after importing that you can use the SQL connection class UNNECTION SQL connection class and git connection. You can access the git connection method here, and we are going to return new SQL connection and then pass the connection string. That's all saved. Now go back to here, and now we are going to use using statement to dispose the resources properly. Here goes SQL connection con is equal to database connection dot simply access that method like this, and here we need to open our connection, open, and we are going to write on query here. String query is equal to, we need to select SELs, it is select all. Generally standard SQL statement are written in uppercase. Select count all from, what is our table name, expand this, sign up login reset, from sign up login reset, where the column name is email, right? Email, where email is equal to 8 email. We are using here parameter substitution because of the obvious reason, that is the SQL injection. And SQL command cmd is equal to new, we are going to pass the query and then the connection, and we are going to substitute our parameter cmd.parameters.add with value, and here goes our variable, that is email. This should be exactly as this one, keep in mind that. And here we are going to pass the variable email, email, that is we have received from here. And let's execute this command using the execute clear, which return object we need to convert that to integer. So int command dot execute scalar and return count is greater than 0. That means if the count is greater than 0 or not, we are going to check this condition in our form. Simply save that, and where should we go? We should go to this form1.cs, where we are going to check if the email is already registered or not. So here in else part, we are going to check if email already registered dot is email register, and we should pass our email here. It expects the argument, and if that is the case, we are going to display message box dot show, and here goes email already registered, REGISTERED, try new email, and then we are going to return. And if that is not the case, if the email is not already registered, what we are going to do, we are going to continue, and continue using now we need to access our database also. So for here, SQL connection, SQL CONNECT, and connection CONN is equal to, now it is easier, database connection dot get connection. Now it is pretty easier, and the duplication of code is removed. But if you write the connection string here, we need to write the here also, and every other functionality we are going to access the database. So it is better to create a separate class and access that class in every form or other classes that require the same functionality. Now here connection, we need to open our connection dot open. Let me scroll down off a little bit. SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command, and here we are going to sign up. So for that, signing up means inserting data to the database. So we are going to write insert query insert into, what is our table name, SIGNUP LOGIN and what are our column name, username, comma email, email, comma password, password, and values, values, and here goes, we're going to use the parameter substitution here also. So at the rate username, comma at email, comma 8 password, password comma connection. Now we need to pass the value. So substitute the value cmd dot parameters dot add with value, and here goes 8 username, and here goes username. Now simply copy this and paste and paste. Here goes email, and here goes password. Here goes email, here goes password. Or here what you can see is you can change the variable name to hash password also. I'm simply using password. There you go. Now we need to execute this SQL command. So cmd.execute non-query, and after doing this we can simply display the message. After finishing this resource, that means after this closing curly braces, we should display the message box dot show. Here goes sign up successful, sign up successful. Here goes info and message box button dot okay, message box icon, message box icon dot information. There you go. Now this is the code for sign up. Now go back to form, right click view designer, and we should write the code for the login. So double click, and the process is pretty much similar. String email is equal to text email dot text, string username is equal to txt user dot text, and string password is equal to workflow is pretty much similar. So what we have created, security helper dot hash password, and we need to pass txt pass dot text. Now using we are using statement here because it disposes the resources after the proper use. So here SQL connection con is equal to database connection dot get connection, and here we need to open our connection dot open, and SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command, and we are going to write the SQL query SELECT select count all from our table name, that is SIGNUP and where email is equal to @email or username is equal to username. We are going to log in through username or email. Username and password password is equal to @password, and then connection string. We are going to log in into this system either using the email or using the username. Either of one allow access to our system. Now cmd dot parameters dot add with value, and here goes email, here goes email comma email, and simply paste username. Here goes password. Here goes password password, and now execute this query. So int count is equal to we are going to use the execute scalar which return the object, so we need to convert that to integer. So integer and cmd dot execute scalar, and if count is equal to 1, that means if the user enter username and password match with the database, then what we are going to do is we are going to display the message box here. Message box, by the way, we already have that one, so simply copy this message and login success, and that is information. And else, if that is not the case, else invalid credentials. Error and message box button dot okay, and here goes message box icon dot error. You can display error here, and if the login is success, you can display another form here. Like go to here, we are going to add new form, login success. Go to tool, label, go to properties and form after login. Now go back to here, login, and after this login, what you can do is go to solution explorer. What is the form name? Login success, right? A login success, ls is equal to new login success, and this dot hide, but before that ls dot show. All right, now we need to write here control B. There you go. Now simply save. Now we write the code for sign up and login. Now we need to write a couple of code for other functionality also. For example, when the user click this forget password, we are going to display one form, that is the send OTP, and there you go. And inside that form we are going to write some code. So in this form we are going to generate OTP and then send that OTP to the email. So here a couple of things here. First of all, we are going to check store the email. So string email is equal to txt email dot text dot trim, which remove the white space, extra white space here. And here also we are going to check if the email is already registered or not. If the email is not registered, that means we are not going to generate OTP, and then we cannot send the email to that email address because that email address is not registered. Here we are going to send only OTP to those email that is registered in our system. So for that, we already created one class, and in that class we check if the email is already registered or not. So here it is pretty easy for us. So if we can simply access that class here. What is going on here? If dot is email register, and we are going to pass email here. and message box dot show email not found, and then we are going to simply return. Now we need to check if that email is not registered. We are going to display this message. If the email is registered, we proceed. String OTP is equal to, first of all, we are going to create one method that generate the OTP. So outside this method, we are going to generate OTP. So private, private string generate OTP, and here we are going to use the random class which will generate a random number for us, rand new, and a return rand dot next. The range is, we are going to generate the 6-digit OTP. So to string, we need to convert that to string because this method return a string. So here string OTP is equal to generate OTP, and after generating the OTP, we are going to send this OTP to the email. So for that, we are also going to create one separate method, and that method will send the OTP to our email. So private void send OTP to email, and the arguments are to email and string OTP. Here we are going to use the system using usng using system dot net using system dot net dot mail. We are going to use these packages here, and inside this method we are going to write some code that send the OTP to our email. So mail message mail is equal to new, and here we are going to specify the email address. That is the email we are going to send, and mail dot, the subject is password reset OTP, and the mail body is mail dot body is equal to, we are going to use the string formatting here so that you can attach your variable. Your OTP for PISSWRD reset is OTP. Now SMTP client, we are going to use SMTP simple mail transfer protocol here. It's equal to new. We are going to use Gmail, so smtp dot gmail.com, and the port for sending is 587. smtp dot enabled SSL is equal to true, and SMTP SMPT not SMTP. What is wrong with me? SMTP. Simple mail transfer protocol dot, we are going to send the email. Send mail. Now here we need to specify the credentials. So SMTP SMTP dot CRE credentials is equal to new network access network credentials, and here goes. And we need to specify the password here. In order to access the password, go to browser and go to my account.gmail.com/a password. Simply go to this link, a passwords, and once you here create the app name like login reset and create, and simply copy this password so that you can access your Gmail from any application, and simply paste your password here. Simply remove those space, and here I have done one mistake here. I am sending email from this and receiving email from this address. I am changing this to a different email address. rnbahotmail.com. Simply save it, and after generating the OTP, we are going to send the email. So send OTP to email. Call this method and pass the email and then OTP. There you go. Now, after sending the email, what we need to do is we need to pass this OTP to the next form. In that form, we are going to verify if this generated OTP is matched with the OTP that the user entered in the new form. So for that, we are going to pass the OTP to the other form. So here, our form name is verify OTP, right? Verify OTP B BT is equal to new, that is our form, is equal to new verify OTP, and then we are going to pass OTP and then email, and we are going to display bt.show and this.hide displaying here error because we are going we have passed these two argument or parameter into our next form, that is the verify OTP class, and in that class we did not initialize those two variable in the constructor function. So go to that class, click that verify, and here initialization. First of all, let's define some variable here. Private string generated OTP, and then private private string string user email string, and here generated OTP is equal to, here we need to specify constructor is the parameterized one, so we need to pass the OTP and a string email. This is the correct form, right? Verify OTP. Let me go to reset password. First of all, we need to write the code, the reset password, verify OTP, send OTP, send OTP, OTP, and then email. OTP and then email. That is correct. Now here, generate OTP is equal to OTP, and then user email is equal to email. Now we pass the record value to our constructor function, and it is happy now. Send OTP. There you can see it is happy now. Now go back to design, and inside that clicking event of that verify button, what we are going to do is we are going to check strng string enter entered is equal to txt otp dot text dot trim. Let's remove the unnecessary white space here, and here we are going to check if enter otp is equal to generated otp. If that match, what we are going to do is we are going to display the new form. In that form the user can reset the password. So what is our final reset password? Yes, here a reset password rs is equal to new reset password, and here we are going to pass the user email. It is unhappy now and it is displaying error because in the new reset password form or class we need to initialize the constructor, parameterize constructor. We will do that, and here rs.show and this dot hide. And if the user enter OTP is not matched with the generated OTP that we have sent in their email, then we need to display message box dot show incorrect OTP INCORRECT OTP. That's all. Simply save. Now go to the final form and click that update button, and here goes string user email on private user email, private string string user email is equal to, or simply here to avoid the confusion, simply define email, and here email is equal to user email, and in the clicking event of that button we are going to write the code that will update the password. So here string string new password is equal to txt pass dot text dot trim. Let's remove the white space and let's again hash the password. So string hash password is equal to security helper dot hash password and pass the new password here, and the remaining is same using statement SQL connection con is equal to database connection dot get connection. What I am done here, and here open the connection dot open, and here goes let's define on query, and in that query we are going to update the password. So update update. What is our table name? Let's see our table name. Update SIGNUPLOGNRESET reset, and then set PASSWRD is equal to 8 password WHRE, where we need a condition where email is equal to 8 email. Now SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command and pass the query and then the connection string, and let's substitute the parameters. So SQL command dot parameters dot add with value, and here goes @PSSWRD, and here goes hash password. I'm going to save the hashed one. cmd dot parameters dot add with value @ here goes email, 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 here goes email, and simply we need to execute the command. So execute non-query. There you go. Now after using this resource, we need to display the message box dot show password reset SUCCESSFELL successfully, and here goes info, here goes message box button dot OK, message message box icon dot information. Now simply save, go back to the view, and in this form also, after reaching the password, you can log in. So here goes here, go to property, change this to 14, and home button, form 1 f is equal to new form 1 f dot show this dot hide. There you go. We write all the code required for the functioning of our complete complete sign up, login, and reset password system. Let's test our system. We got error, not reset password. Here we need to display send email, send OTP. Here send OTP SO is equal to new send OTP, and SO dot show this dot hide. What is our send OTP? There you go. Now run. This must work. There you go. This is the beautiful login form. When I click forget password, this form need to be displayed. Go to home, and we haven't write the code here, so go back to Solution Explorer and then OTP, and here we need to write the code. Form 1 f is equal to new form 1 f dot show this dot hide. Now let's run again. Forget password, home. There you go. Now let's register some user like run bk. Email is ranbashadubk@hotmail.com, and password is runbk. We forget to write the code to show hide password, so let's do that again. Let's do that first. Go back, Solution Explorer, form 1, go to this text properties, and here use system password character to true, and double click this checkbox, and here write txt pass dot use system password character is equal to, if not checked, check box 1 dot checked. Save it, run it again, and now so hide. Now works fine. And now here goes run bk runbahdurbk8hotmail.com. Here goes runbk. Let's hide this password. So this password works fine. Click sign up. Message to display sign up successful. Now login success, and this form is displayed. Our system works fine. Now let's run again and go to forget password, and here enter the email address. Our email address runbahdurbk@hotmail.com. Click send, and it is sending OTP and displaying this verify OTP form. Now let's check our email, either the OTP is received or not. Now there you go, OTP is received, and sending from this email. Your OTP is this one. Let's copy this and let's paste, and first of all let's enter the wrong one. What is display? Verify incorrect OTP. It is working fine. Click enter the correct one, verify. There you go. After the OTP is matched, this reset password form is displayed. Now previously our password is run bk. Now let's run bk new. Click on update. Password reset successfully. Now let's open our SQL Server database. Here table, right click over table and select top 1000 rows, and this is the password. It is saved in the hash form, not in the plain form. Now go back and go to home. Run bk, password is run bk new. Let's login success. Our updated password is working. A new form is displaying. Let's try one more time. Now let's use email runbahdurbk8hotmail.com. runbk. The old password is message to display login error, but it is displaying login success, which means let's try the random email password. hotmail.com. Let's try random. If it works, then our code have some box. Let's go to Solution Explorer and here and login. Select context from sign up login reset where email is equal to this one or username is equal to this one, and Oops, the error may be from this OR statement, because this OR means either email is matched or this later statement is matched. The login will be success. Let's remove this OR statement and let's check. Comment this also. Control S, login. Now let's try from runbahdurbk@hotmail.com, and let's try random password. Now it should display invalid credentials. There you go. That is our error. And now runbk new, login success. There you go. Our system is fine. Now here, in order to use the username or email, here our email is equal to this one, or username is equal to 8 username, and password is equal to this one. This must work now. Save it, login. Now let's try with username. Our username is ronbk, ronbk new. There you go. Now our system works either from username or from email. Let's try one more time. ronbk, not ronbk. The update is in new. There you go. Now try one more time with the random username and password. RNBK, Aryan. Message should display error, invalid credentials. There you go. Now that's it in this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching till now. And this is a pretty long tutorial, so because it includes the complete package of signing up, login, and resetting the password if you forget the password. And thank you once again for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye bye. I will see you in the next tutorials.